Liberal terms, Mr. Sowerberry. Liberal terms. £3.
Well, as a matter of fact, I was needing a boy.
Fine. 1 parochial apprentice. £3, please.
I prefer cash upon liking, Mr. Bumble. Cash upon liking. Mr. Sowerberry.
What is it?
Stand over there, boy. Hold your hand.
Well, what do you want? What is it? Oh, Mr. Bumble.
My dear, I've told Mr. Bumble that we may consider taking in this boy to open the shop.
Dear me, he's very small.
Yes, he's rather small, Mrs. Sowerberry, but don't worry. He'll grow.
I dare say he will. I'm all victuals and all drinks. They're a waste of time, these workhouse boys. They cost more than what they're worth. Still, you men think you know best.
But there's an expression of melancholy on his face, which is rather interesting. He would make a delightful coffin follower. Not a regular coffin follower to attend to the grown-ups, but only for the children's practice. It'd be very noble to have a follower in proportion, my sweets.
Yes, it's a possibility. Very well then, boy. What's your name?
My name's Oliver. Oliver Twist.
A singular name.
Yes, ma'am. One of my own choosing.
Yours, Mr. Bumble?
Yes, ma'am. The last one was a S swallow, ma'am. This one is a T twist.
An orphan then, Mr. Bumble?
Yes, ma'am. His mother came to us destitute. Gave birth to the child, took one look at him, and then promptly died without leaving him forwarding name or address.
Very well then, Oliver Twist. Do you think you could look like that gentleman up there?
Perhaps. Maybe if I had a tall hat,
The boy is quite right. These things must be done proper and correct. Fetch your boy a tall hat. Oliver, stand underneath that picture.
Delightful.
Yes, very becoming.
Yes, yes. For once, Henry, you might have had a decent idea. Do you think you could keep that expression for a long time, boy, with the crowd watching you?
yes, ma'am, I think so.
He's a born undertaker's mute. I can see him in his black suit, following behind the funeral procession. Speechless, next in their suitable expression. There'll be horses with tall black boots, to escorters to the family too. With mourners in all corners, it's hard to go into. Then the coffin lined with satin, that's your funeral.
That's your funeral.
Large enough to wear your latin, that's your funeral.
That's your funeral.
We're just here to glamorize you for that endless theme. You might just as well look fetching when you're 6 feet deep. And the way you shrink a tiny to the body beautiful. That's your funeral.
That's our funeral.
That's your funeral. If you're fond of overeating, that's your funeral.
That's your funeral.
Starve yourself by underrating, that's your funeral.
That's my funeral.
Visualize the end descending on you, blood like blood. You can't come back when you're buried underneath the sod. We will not reduce our prices, keep your vices usual. That's your funeral.
That's our funeral.
That's your funeral.
I don't think this song is funny.
That's your funeral.
That's your funeral.
Here's the boy, now where's the money?
That's your funeral.
That's your funeral.
We don't have a thought to cover, there's no need to frown. In the end, we'll either bear you up or nail you down. We love coughs and wheezes and diseases called incurable. That's your funeral, no one else's funeral.
That's your
That's your funeral.
That's your job, a junior coffin follower. I suppose you haven't eaten yet.
No, ma'am, not since...
Charlotte! Charlotte! What? Bring in some of those drinks we put out for the dog. It hasn't been in all day, so it can go without them. But I dare say the boy ain't too dainty to eat them. Charlotte, this is the new boy. Give them to him.
That's all there is.
Don't just stand there. Charlotte, pull down the blinds. Henry, get to bed.
Superb effect, the more I think about it. A follower in proportion.
Have you done?
I suppose.
Good. The talk can have about him next. Now, your bed's underneath the counter. I suppose you don't mind sitting by coffins. Well, it doesn't matter if you do or you don't. You're